नमो नमस्ते गुरवे महात्मने विमुक्तसंगाय सदुत्तमाय नित्याद्वयानन्दरसस्वरूपिणे भूम्ने सदा पारदयाम्बुधाम्ने। थोड़ा वॉल्यूम बढ़ाना है। नमस्ते नमस्ते विभो विश्वमूर्ते, नमस्ते नमस्ते चिदानन्दमूर्ते, नमस्ते नमस्ते तपोयोगगम्य, नमस्ते नमस्ते श्रुतिज्ञानगम्य, नमस्ते नमस्ते तपोयोगगम्य, नमस्ते नमस्ते श्रुतिज्ञानगम्य। स्वाराज्य साम्राज्य विभूतिरेषा भवत्कृपा श्री महिमप्रसादात् प्राप्ता मया श्री गुरवे महात्मने। नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु, नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु, नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु। नमस्तस्मै सदैकस्मै कस्मै चिन्महसे नमः। यदेतद्विश्वरूपेण राजते गुरुराजते, यदेतद्विश्वरूपेण राजते गुरुराजते। हरि ओम तत्सत। जय गुरु। It is flickering. You can increase the volume a little more, reducing the bass. Then perhaps आपका ये लाइट देखे फ्लिकर कर रहा है भाई साहब, आपका लाइट देखे फ्लिकर कर रहा है ये। बोलने का ज़रूरत नहीं होना चाहिए, जब कुछ गड़बड़ हो है अपने आप ठीक करना चाहिए। नया है फिर भी, ये तो हम देख रहे हैं, हम तो कुछ नहीं जानते हैं, फिर भी देखना तो चाहिए। See, generally quite a few commentators, they have divided the Bhagavad Gita into 3 sections, 6. The first 6 is actually the presentation of what we call Karma Yoga. Actually Bhagavad Gita, it is Buddhi Yoga. That is the full presentation of that in the first 6 chapters. Then from 7th to 12th, we are starting from 7th, it is actually Bhakti, generally said. And 13th to 18th is considered to be knowledge. These are the 3 divisions, Karma, Bhakti and Jnana. Actually, it is not so sharp division. Everywhere, everything is mixed. Karma yoga cannot be there without bhakti or jnana. Jnana yoga cannot be there without bhakti also. So everywhere it is there, but there is a broad categorization, because as in second chapter they have presented the Sankhya Yoga, which is the truth about our real identity. हमारे आत्मा के विषय में पूरी तरह से बताया गया है द्वितीय चैप्टर में, द्वितीय अध्याय में. In fact, the Bhagavad Gita is a very, very deep analysis Bhagavad Gita is a very deep analysis of why people are not happy, why we are not happy. That is the fundamental problem of Bhagavad Gita. Because people all are looking for happiness, permanent happiness, but nobody is happy. So the fundamental problem taken up by Bhagavad Gita is why we are not happy. And in that, they have found that to become happy, thinking that by doing this or getting this, I will become happy, people get engaged in various kinds of work. मनुष्य सुखी बनने के लिए कर्म में प्रवृत्त होते हैं. सोचते हैं कि ये काम करने से, ये फल मिलने से हम सुखी बन जाएंगे. लेकिन कभी तो नहीं होता है, कोई भी सुखी नहीं होता है. जो पैसे के पीछे पड़े हुए हैं, जो यश के पीछे पड़े हुए हैं, कुछ भी जगत में जो कुछ भी करते हैं, कोई तो परमानेंटली हैप्पी नहीं बनते हैं. लेकिन वे सोचते हैं कि करने से हम सुखी बनेंगे. आई विल बिकम हैप्पी बाय दिस. द रीज़न भगवद गीता फाइंड्स आउट इज दैट this very idea that I will become happy if I get the result which I am expecting. Suppose एक मकान बना रहे हैं, we are making a building. We think that by making the building, when it is completed, when we enter the building, we will do this, do that, I will become happy. So there is a thinking in our mind that when my whatever I am doing is bringing in the fruit, I will become happy. लेकिन होते तो नहीं. नए मकान बनाया, घुसते समय थोड़ा सा हैप्पीनेस रहता है, जब तक न फिर बहुत और कुछ आ जाता है. There are two things which again disturbs us. One is that something else, some other desire take hold of our mind. When one desire is fulfilled, for a very short time we become happy, till another desire takes over my mind. Then again we become unhappy. The other one is whatever I thought that I will become happy by gaining this, when we gain that, we start feeling that what will happen if I lose it. So the fear of losing the favored result or another desire for something else, these two do not allow us to to become happy. So Bhagavad Gita has pointed out that this is called Sakti. Sakti means there are two terms, one is Sakti, another is Asakti. Sakti means attachment in English, generally we say. Asakti also means that a little more, which the attachment is more. Now in the second chapter, Bhagavad Gita has clearly said that Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha Sangasteshu Upajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha Kamat Krodho Vijayate Krodhat Bhavati Sammoha Sammohat Smriti Vibhramaha. It goes on like that. The fall comes one after another. So there the important point is ध्यायतो विषयान पुंसः संगः तेषु उपजायते. How does the sangha come to our mind? We constantly think of some bhoga, some enjoyment or some result. Constantly thinking about it, we develop the desire. Desire is not there. Suppose when the mobiles were not there, will you have desire for mobile? You will not have. When the mobile started coming and you were finding the mobile, your friends are using or so, then thinking about that, what are its functions, what are its conveniences, more and more you think, desire will become stronger and stronger. भारतवर्ष में लैंड एम्बेसडर और फिएट छोड़ के कोई गाड़ी ही नहीं थी, तो उस समय थोड़ी कोई और गाड़ी के विषय में डिज़ायर होता था, कुछ नहीं होता था. जब सारे मॉडल्स आने लगे तब वो आई मस्ट हैव दिस, और योर फ्रेंड इज ड्राइविंग अ BMW, सो यू आर नॉट हैप्पी विथ योर टोयोटा. एक BMW होना चाहिए, एक मर्सिडीज होना चाहिए. It will not, the desire will not come immediately. First day you might have just seen. Another day you might have gone, but ridden into it. Your friend called you and you went it, or you drove it. So slowly, as we think more and more about something favorable, something will make me happy, we develop a clinging to it. We generally use the word attachment. Let us use another word, clinging. We develop a clinging. Bhagavad Gita says, Sangat sanjayate kamaha. The desire comes after that. So where lies the wrong? We should always, any analysis, we should go to the bottom to find out where lies the cause of our unhappiness, where lies the cause of the problem. Now, desire is coming from our repeatedly thinking of something. So, it is a result of our constantly meditating on or thinking about or pondering over some objective result or objective gain, let us say gain, we like to have. Is it not? So, that is causing the problem, that Sakti is coming. So, in the first 5 chapters, constantly, Bhagavad Gita is pointing out Asakti Rana Vishvanga and Asakti repeatedly. Suppose in the 4th, many places it is full. .20 है आपके पास किताब, सबके पास है. 4.20 देखिए क्या बोला गया है. त्यक्त्वा कर्मफलासंगम नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः कर्मण्यभिप्रवृत्तोपि नैव किंचित करोति सः. पहले लाइन में क्या बोला गया? त्यक्त्वा कर्मफलासंगम. कर्मफल आसंग, संगा आसंगा, शक्ति आसक्ति, they are all same. It means clinging, and asanga means when the clinging is intense clinging. Sakti also means clinging or attachment. Asakti means almost fixed to that. Nityatripto nirashrayah. One who is always contented. When will we become contented? When we do not have desire. When we don't want anything more. Nirashrayah. जिनकी आश्रय नहीं है कोई. Now here they are pointing nirashraya means generally we take refuge in what? You tell me? We don't take refuge in God generally. हमारा रिफ्यूज रहता है कुछ ऑब्जेक्टिव गेन में. We take refuge in money. We take refuge in power. We take refuge in police or big people, powerful people and all. We don't think of God generally. So, in these chapters, he has said that you leave the Sangha for whatever you think of the gain which will satisfy you or make you contented. And also you leave taking ashraya or refuge in the objective world, objective gains and all that. So they have not spoken about the God. This was my point. These verses I have done in another sense. In the 7th chapter, what I want to say is that so far, whenever we are telling that Sangha nahi hona chahiye, don't eliminate the Sangha. He will ask how to eliminate the Sangha, is it not? आज सुबह भी पूछ रहे थे, कल भी पूछ रहे थे. When we say that Sangha or clinging has to be eliminated, naturally the prashna will be then how can I eliminate the clinging? That's a common question. There he did not say. They have given the philosophy of the soul and said that one who leaves all these things, he attains the highest. Now in the 7th chapter, because they are going to introduce the power of bhakti, power of devotion, they have started with this verse, where he is clearly giving the signal that how to remove the Sangha. ये बहुत अच्छा है. How to remove the Sangha? आपके दुनिया के सारे कुछ के प्रति संग है, वो संग आप भगवान को दे दीजिए. Don't try to remove the Sangha. You will not be able to be successful. संगा दूर करेंगे, attachment, I don't want to have attachment, कैसे attachment निकल छोड़ेंगे? बोलने से नहीं होगा, जाएगा नहीं. The easiest path is you develop attachment for something which will remove all these sangas. That is when the asakti towards the worldly things, worldly gains, worldly objects is changed to the God, then all those asaktis will go. The asakti towards God will increase. Now it is not only God. In this chapter there, Krishna is saying, Mam. That means the asakti towards the Guru. यहाँ पे Krishna is the teacher of Arjuna. So he has, towards the end, at 18th chapter, he will come to the complete samarpana, that complete surrender to the Guru at the end of 18th chapter. But here he is just introducing that how to get rid of the asakti. You develop sakti towards me, you develop attachment, you develop clinging towards me, Krishna says. जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना जी, एक बॉटल में पानी थोड़ा इम्प्योर है, गंदा है, आप उसको फिल्टर करके फिल्ट्रेशन मशीन होगा तो दूसरी बात है, नहीं तो एक एक करके धूल निकल सकते हैं क्या? बहुत ही मुश्किल है. लेकिन वो पानी में धीरे धीरे और भी प्योर पानी, अभी शुद्ध पानी डालते रहिए, वो गंदगी जो है वो एकदम नेग्लिजिबल हो जाएगा. वैसा कुछ भी क्लिंगिंग को छोड़ने के लिए नहीं बोल रहे हैं. आप भगवान के प्रति हो, और भगवान, पहले तो भगवान को हम नहीं जानते हैं, उनके प्रति कैसे हम शक्ति ग्रो करेंगे, अटैचमेंट ग्रो करेंगे. तो भगवान के प्रति सरेंडर, भगवान के को सरेंडर, अपने को सरेंडर करने के लिए, या भगवान के प्रति अटैचमेंट या क्लिंगिंग बढ़ाने के लिए भगवान को जानना चाहिए, नहीं तो नहीं हो पाएगा. जनरली वी डोंट नो, बट व्हेन we are in front of a Sadguru, we are in the ashraya, refuge of a Sadguru, then this becomes easy, because the whole devotion can be then diverted to the Guru, and Guru is somebody in front of you, And if he is a Sadguru, his all the qualities, his virtues and all, you can see, you can watch and you can develop, you can ask him, everything you can do. So the whole sadhana becomes practicable, efficient, realistic when we develop Sangha towards the Guru. इसीलिए भागवत में बार बार बोला जाता है यथावरुंधे सत्संगः सर्वसंगापहो हि माम. ये याद रख सकते हैं. इसका उद्धव गीता में है, भागवतम के 11th स्कंद में है. रेफरेंस होगा उद्धव गीता के 12th चैप्टर 1 and 2. वहाँ पे काफ़ी कुछ है. पूरा उद्धव गीता ही अच्छा. 12th चैप्टर में उद्धव गीता. यथावरुंधे सत्संगः सर्वसंगापहो हि माम. सर्वसंगा अपहो हि माम. As when you develop the Sangha towards Sat, Sat means the truth. Now Sat, how will you know the Sat? Before you is the Sadguru, who is representing the truth and who is giving you the truth. Or developing need not be your Guru, but the other Jnanis, those who are given to completely dedicated to the truth. If you develop Sangha towards a person who is dedicated fully, जिनके सत्यनिष्ठा है, then will you not be dedicated to truth? Automatically it will be there. Whatever the person is completely dedicated to, if you develop Sangha towards that person, means your dedication also will become like that. Sarva Sangapaho Himam. This to Sangha to the Sat will remove all the Sanghas, all the other worldly Sanghas. So here he is presenting as me. The Krishna is saying me. That means he is standing before Arjuna as a real teacher about whom Krishna knows, and Krishna has already committed that he should instruct him as his disciple. And why should he instruct him? Because he has taken refuge in him. 2nd chapter, 7th verse. Very important, on the basis of which the whole Bhagavad Gita message is given. Without that 7th verse of 2nd chapter, nothing would have happened. Karpanya dosho apahata svabhavaha prichhami tvam dharma sammudha chetaha yat shreyasyat nishchitam bruhitan me shishyasteham shadhimam prapannam. Before that, in the 1st chapter, Arjuna was preaching Krishna. Is it not? Oh Krishna, we are going to do one of the greatest sin. This will happen, that will happen, our Vamsha will be gone, everything, there will be Varna Sankara. So many things he said throughout the 1st chapter. So he was preaching Krishna. Then he understood, and in the 2nd chapter, he says, Karpanya dosho apahata svabhavaha. I am suffering, haunted by Karpanya dosha. Karpanya dosha means kripanata, constricted mindset. The whole spirituality is only to remove our constrictions. We are not able to see the truth in its wholesome manner. So we only see whatever our concept is, our gain is, and on that basis we conclude about the world. We don't have the vision of God who is running the whole world. We have our own constricted vision. So when we discover that our vision is extremely constricted, then we understand that we are Kripana. In Brihadaranyaka, Yajnavalkya is telling Gargi that one who departs, O Gargi, one who departs from this world not knowing the truth is a Kripana. Generally Kripana we say those who are miserly in the पैसा पूछने से 5 रुपया देते हैं, वो कृपण है बोलते हैं. Oh, that is Mamuli Kripana. So ordinary, that paisa ke vishay mein. But real Karpanya is in the mind. The constricted mind. Our mind is constricted. And as much as we make the mind liberal, what is the ultimate? Ultimate is knowing that I am everything, everything is me. There is no me and others, nothing. So Yajnavalkya is telling Gargi that one who leaves this world, drops his body, without knowing this truth about his own identity, that he is not a small puny being circumscribed by his body, mind, personality. His identity is universal, all pervading, same as the Brahman. One who leaves the world without knowing this infinite dimension, this universal dimension, is a Kripana. That is the ultimate. That ultimate exclusion of Kripana is by knowing the truth, that my real identity, which is universal. So here Arjuna understood that whatever he has told in the first chapter, told Krishna, it is out of his constricted mindset. He was not able to have a wholesome vision of the Mahabharata war as Krishna was having. So at least he has discovered that I was constricted. So he is now confessing before Krishna, accepting him as the teacher. Karpanya doshopahata svabhavaha prichhami tvam dharma sammudha chetaha. I am asking you, why? Because I am dharma sammudha chetaha. I am absolutely deluded about dharma. Dharma means what is moral code, what should I do, what should I not do, what will be my righteous action and what will be unrighteous. Now, he is saying dharma sammudha chetaha, samyak mudha. Samyak mudha means? Mudha word has come from moha, that means delusion. Sammudha cheta means absolutely deluded about what is dharma, what is right, what is wrong, what should I do, what should I not do. Prichhami tvam, I am asking you. Yat shreyasyat nishchitam bruhi tanme. Nishchitam bruhi tanme. Yat shreyasyat. In our scriptures, one is called Shreyas, another is called Prayas, or it says Shreya and Preya. Prayas means whatever is liked by us, pleasant for us. We are always generally running after the prayers. Having a good habitat, running after result, running after money, running after fame. All these are prayers, because I will be happy by getting all the material gains. Another is Shreyas. That means what is ultimate auspicious goal for us. So a person who is a sadhak, who wants the spiritual growth, is asked always to select, to do vichara, find out which is Shreyas, which will take me to Shreyas, and which will take me to prayers. And then always choose what will take you to Shreyas in preference to prayers. So he says that, tell me without any ambiguity, Nishchitam bruhi tanme, tat me nishchitam bruhi. Oh Krishna, you tell me absolutely without any ambiguity. What is that? Yash Shreyas syat. What is the Shreyas for me? So he is committing before the teacher that I am not a seeker of prayers as I appeared to be. I wanted to fight Duryodhana to get the kingdom, that is prayers. But I now confess before you, commit before you, that I am not a seeker of prayers in reality. I am a seeker of Shreyas. Because unless that commitment is given, Krishna cannot give him the final message. To a seeker of prayers, he can say that you do this, do that, then come after 12 years. After your all prayers is gone, then you come to me. But to instruct somebody on the Shreyas, the person have to be free of desires, reasonably free of desires. Yat Shreyasyat Nishchitam Bruhi Tanme Shishyasteham Shadhimam Tvam Prapannam. This is the first time in life Arjuna is telling Krishna that I am your disciple. He was always considering him as a relative, as a brother. He says, I am your disciple, Shishya. And what is the meaning of Shishya? When somebody is a Shishya, it means, Shishya word means who takes the Shasana given by the teacher, Guru. A Shishya becomes a Shishya when he is ready to take up the discipline given by the Guru. The Guru जो बताते हैं, जो उनको करने के लिए जो कुछ भी बताते हैं, वो जब करने के लिए तैयार है तब तो ही वो शिष्य बनते हैं. वो गुरु जो बोलते हैं वो करने के लिए तैयार है नहीं है या उल्टा करने के लिए तैयार है तो उसको शिष्य नहीं बोलते हैं. So he says that Shishyasteham Shadhimam, you give me your discipline, whatever discipline I have to follow, whatever practice I have to do. आप लोग ना थोड़ा समय पे आना शुरू कीजिए. हम बहुत गहराई से बात करते हैं, ऐसा करने से तो नहीं हो सकेगा. Try to come 5 minutes before the time. क्या करना है? छोड़ दीजिए ना उसको, छोड़ दीजिए. और क्या करना है? एक लाइट काम होने से कुछ नहीं होगा. बैठिए, थोड़ा चुपचाप बैठिए, और जो कुछ करना है बाद में करेंगे. इट्स ऑलरेडी 8:40, 7:40, sorry. Shishyasteham Shadhimam Tvam Prapannam. Now, this is also a condition for the teacher to ask the disciple to do something. When? Tvam Prapannam. Arjuna says that, I have taken refuge in you. When the Shishya, refuge in you matlab, I will not go to anywhere for anything I want in life. I will only come to you. जब सचमुच के कोई गुरु करते हैं, गुरु से उपदेश लेते हैं, तो जीवन में कुछ भी हो, दिस इज अ टेक्निक द साधक्स डू नॉट नो. कुछ भी विपद हो, क्राइसिस हो, वो कुछ नहीं प्रार्थना करते, भगवान के पास भी नहीं जाते हैं, वो केवल गुरु का स्मरण करते हैं. उसके द्वारा जो होना सब कुछ ठीक ही होता है. यही है उनका प्रैक्टिस. तो अगर वो गुरु के शरण नहीं लेते हैं तो गुरु कभी भी उनको आखिर शासन नहीं दे सकते हैं. देने से भी कोई फायदा नहीं, वो तो करेगा नहीं. बहुत लोग बोलते हैं कि बेटी के शादी करवाना है, वो कुछ फिक्स हुआ है, करवा के फिर स्वामी जी को बोलते हैं. तो स्वामी जी को क्या पता है, वो तो सन्यासीन है. अगर बोलेंगे और वो बोलता है कि नहीं नहीं ये ठीक नहीं है, तुम्हारे बेटी के लिए मत करो यहाँ, तब तो मुश्किल हो जाएगा, हमने तो फिक्स कर लिया है. हम रियल घटना से बोल रहे हैं, ऐसे नहीं, ऐसा होता है. सो इट इज़ नॉट अ होलसम refuge, taking refuge fully. Generally it is like that. So when a Shishya has taken refuge in the Guru, then the Guru can give his ultimate Shasana. Actually, even if the Guru is not there, तो कि गुरु चले गए हैं, हो ही सकता है. He is not there anymore. But if in our mind we have a full surrender towards Guru in our mind, everything will happen through that. So this refuge, it doesn't mean that anything happening, you run to the Guru and asking, what shall I do, what shall I do? ऐसे भी लोग करते हैं. ठीक है, जब तक गुरु है कर सकते हैं, कोई उसमें कोई गलत नहीं है. लेकिन इसका अर्थ है कि मन में हम और कुछ नहीं चाहते हैं. और कौन है सद्गुरु? जो अपने को सत्य के साथ, who has identified his own aham with the universal identity, who has realized his universal identity. So when I am devoted to such a Guru, means I am also wanting myself, that small identity, to merge with the universal identity. And that works in our mind. That means one can do that only when the mind is not getting attracted, repelled by the small raga dvesha, that I like this, I dislike this, and the mind is constantly getting disturbed by that. When that happens, then automatically there is a law of nature's law of fundamental harmony. So by that everything happens. It's a law of nature, it takes place like that. इसीलिए रामायण में इसका इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया गया है. When Rama was shooting one after another arrow, cutting Ravana's head and finding the head is again coming up. Valmiki says, Rama found that he is not able to subdue Ravana. Nothing could be done. Then Rama meditated on his Vaishnava Rupa. Rama meditated on his Vaishnava Rupa. What is his Vaishnava Rupa? Vishnu means Vyapnoti iti Vishnu. Vishnu word means Vyapnoti iti Vishnu. मतलब जो सर्वव्यापी सत्य है, consciousness, which we call the universal consciousness. That is the real Vishnu, not वो चार हाथ और दो पैर वाला. That we give for our easy remembrance. The real Vishnu is the Atma or the Brahman or the universal consciousness. So Rama meditated on his Vaishnava Rupa means Rama was a self-knower. So when he was trying to subdue Ravana and it was not happening, he just became zero. Zero means without any desire of even killing also. He meditated on his universal self, which includes Ravana also. Everybody is included there. And then he shot the arrow hitting the chest, where was the only spot where one could hit Ravana for killing him. And he fell. So here the author Valmiki is giving the hint that even the worst of crisis, worst of difficulties also you can overcome by meditating, by becoming zero. And the solution will come up in your mind automatically. When you come back from the zero, solution, no solution, whatever, it will come and you will do accordingly. So, let us come back to the topic. Here from 7th, Krishna is presenting the Guru and the bhakti towards Guru. He has started. So it is not an ordinary bhakti that we know that temple में जाना या हर दिन पूजा चढ़ाना, 56 भोग लगाना, वो नहीं है. सचमुच का भक्ति क्या है, ये 6 चैप्टर से बढ़ के 12 चैप्टर तक पूरी तरह से जाएगी. और 12th चैप्टर में बोले हैं कि भक्ति है 24 गुणों के आधार. दैट मीन्स one who has these 24 qualities is my supreme devotee. Those qualities have to be acquired, cultivated. That is what is bhakti. वो मंदिर में जाए ना जाए, पूजा करे ना करे, वो कोई बात नहीं है. जो क्वालिटीज़ जो बताया गया है, actually they are the same qualities as it is for the jnana, as it is for the trigunatita, all more or less same. थोड़ा थोड़ा इधर उधर है. So this bhakti will grow through the chapters, and in the 12th chapter finally it will come to the pinnacle, where bhakti is clearly defined as the conglomeration assembly of 24 qualities. Let us start the shloka. आप दोहराइए हम बोलने के बाद. इसको बोला जाता है ज्ञान विज्ञान योगा. This 7th chapter is referred to as Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Now, Jnana is knowledge. Vijnana can be two kinds. One is Vishishta Jnana, another is Vividha Jnana. So, it can be in two manners. Generally, Vijnana we say our objective science, is it not? There Vijnana means it is a science where it's a knowledge where we deal with many things and try to understand, Vividha. Whereas Vijnana is used in different meanings in scripture. That the main meaning is Jnana is the theoretical knowledge of the Shastra, of the truth. हम आत्मा के विषय में जान लिए हैं, ब्रह्मन के विषय में जान लिए हैं, वो है ज्ञाना. Although we use in other sense also, it is the general meaning. और विज्ञान है जब वो ज्ञान उपलब्ध हो गया है. When it is a realized knowledge, we call it विज्ञाना. समझे? पढ़ लिया, सुन लिया, शास्त्र ज्ञान हो गया, that is jnana. But whatever the Shastras have said about Atma, about Brahman, whatever the Guru has said about Atma, about Brahman, when we realize it means what? We can also say that the feeling will be there. अपने में महसूस होगा कि जो कुछ शास्त्र में बताया गया है वो हम भी अभी बता सकते हैं. वही है सत्य, हम जान लिए हैं वही है सत्य. ट्रूथ हैज़ बीन डिस्कवर्ड फर्स्ट हैंड. फर्स्ट हैंड मीन्स किसी को सुन के नहीं, किसी को देख के नहीं, अपने आप में. ये तो हमारी भी ट्रूथ, सत्य क्या है, हमारे आइडेंटिटी, हमारा जो स्वभाव है उसी का आविष्कार है, उसी को जानना है. तो when we see and confirm that the whatever the Shastras have said, yes, it is true, I have known that. That becomes the realized jnana with upalabdhi. In another sense, you can say that जब अपरोक्ष ज्ञान होता है, this is another concept in our day. Generally in science we have pratyaksha and paroksha. Pratyaksha knowledge is perception, direct perception by our sense organs. प्रत्यक्ष सामने है, हम किताब को देख रहे हैं, यह है प्रत्यक्ष. परोक्ष है जो कुछ हम देख रहे हैं उसके द्वारा हम इन्फर कर रहे हैं. मोस्ट ऑफ द साइंटिफिक नॉलेजेस आर परोक्षा. एलिमेंट्री पार्टिकल्स, इलेक्ट्रॉन, प्रोटॉन किसी ने भी देखा नहीं है, लेकिन जो कुछ भी वो लोग देखते हैं, एक्सपेरिमेंट से जो कुछ भी पता चलता है, उसके द्वारा हम इन्फर करते हैं कि हाँ ये इलेक्ट्रॉन है जिसमें नेगेटिव चार्ज है, ये पॉजिट्रॉन है जिसमें पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, इसमें कोई चार्ज नहीं है, ये न्यूट्रॉन है. ये सब ऑल आर इन्फर्ड नॉलेज. संस्कृत की वाली इन्फरेंस, प्रत्यक्ष अनुमान. Even in the court of justice, judges in Supreme Court, They don't know anything. Whatever papers are given, they are basing their judgment on that. They have not seen the murderer. They have not seen anything. But on the basis of whatever evidence and other things are given, he is finally he is administering the punishment to the murderer. It's all anumana, it's all inference. So generally this direct perception, pratyaksha, and inference, that is anumana. Paroksha is the real term. Paroksha. Pratyaksha and paroksha. These are the two kinds of knowledges. But in our Vedanta, we have the third kind of knowledge, which is called aparoksha. वो प्रत्यक्ष भी नहीं है, परोक्ष भी नहीं है, उसको अपरोक्ष बोलते हैं. What is that अपरोक्ष? जब हम अपना स्वभाव को जानते हैं, when we come to know of our own identity, it is not seen by the eyes or heard by the ears, anything. It cannot be seen by any of the indriyas. आत्मा को किसी भी इंद्रिय के द्वारा जाना नहीं जा सकता है. And it is not inferred also. जे हम कुछ देखें वो हाँ शरीर है तो उसमें आत्मा है, ऐसा भी नहीं है. It is a direct perception, direct knowledge that I am. आप हैं कि नहीं, अगर हम प्रूफ कर देते हैं कि आप नहीं हैं, आप मानेंगे क्या? आप बोल रहे हैं कि हम हैं, हम जानते हैं, मैं हूँ. हम अगर प्रूफ करते हैं नहीं आप नहीं हैं, आप मानेंगे? आप बोलेंगे वो आपकी युक्ति हमें समझ में नहीं आता है, लेकिन मैं तो हूँ, वो हम जानते हैं. कैसे जानते हैं? मैं हूँ. वैसा मन भी वैसा है. अगर हम बोलेंगे कि आपका मन नहीं है, आप मानेंगे? मन को आँखों से दिखाई जाता है. मन को किसी और तरह से हमें इन्फर करना है कि हाँ वो हिल रहा है इसीलिए मन है, तब तो रोबो का भी मन है. मन जिसका है वही जानता है कि हम में मन है. Poor computer or the robot, they can do much more than the human being, but they will never know what they are doing. That is the greatest suffering for them. They don't have the suffering. They don't know what they are doing. So that I have a mind also is an aparoksha, but we generally don't refer to it because it is everybody knows. Even that I am also everybody knows. They are actually aparoksha. But why this aparoksha knowledge is particularly defined in our scriptural studies? Because when we come to know the Atma साक्षात्कार जब होता है, तो आत्मा ही आत्मा को रिवील करते हैं, आत्मा ही आत्मा को प्रकाशित करती है. ये कोई और चीज़ से प्रकाशित नहीं हो सकता है, इंद्रियों से भी नहीं, बुद्धि से भी नहीं, क्योंकि बुद्धि मन सब कुछ है आत्मा के ऊपर निर्भरशील है. आत्मा है द इंडिपेंडेंट सबस्ट्रेटम. क्यों बोले ये? तो विज्ञान कैन ऑल्सो मीन दैट द theoretical knowledge along with the upalabdha knowledge, mean one which will lead you to the aparoksha knowledge. तो काफ़ी मीनिंग ऐसा हो सकता है. ज्ञान विज्ञान योगा. Here there is also a statement samagram mam. ये पहला सेंटेंस में ही है. Samagram means in wholesome manner. Everything about me. One can know everything about me, Krishna is saying. That means about the Atma. Everything one can know. What is this everything? Somebody in samadhi is having Atma Sakshatkara. वो आत्मा को जान लिया है. तो how is it that Samagram mam का अर्थ क्या है? Then in another place in this chapter, in this chapter it is a tat veti tattvataha, one who knows in essence what I am. All these things can be, if you go through the chapters, various kinds of interpretations is possible. One very important interpretation in Samagram is that in the 6th chapter, just before this, the 6th chapter, he has defined Atmasthiti and Brahmasthiti. Two kinds of realization he has given. Atmasthiti is coming Yatha Deepo Nivatastho. 6th chapter. 32. No, 19. 18 and 19. Yada viniyatam chittam atmanyevavatisthate nispriha sarvakamebhyo yukta ityuchyate tada. जब मन को कोई एकदम वश में ले लिए हैं, and man is completely resting on the Atma. He is not thinking of the world at all, even not about his own egoistic personality. All are gone. Nispriha, in that case, he will not have any desires at all. Nispriha sarvakamebhyaha, कोई भी कामनाएं उनको उस समय अटैक नहीं कर सकते हैं. Yukta ityuchyate tada. Then we call him Yukta. Why? Because his I-ness, his idea about his I, has got merged in the real Atma. He no longer thinks that the body is what I am, or the emotions, mind is what I am. His feeling of I has got merged in the real consciousness, universal consciousness. That we refer to as Atma Sakshatkara. So that is a Yukta. The yoga जो बोलते हैं ना हम लोग, योगा जो एक्सरसाइज को बोलते हैं, वो योगा प्रथम स्टेप है. रियल योगा मीन्स यूनियन. योगा मीन्स फ्यूशन, यूनियन. व्हाट इज दैट यूनियन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इन योगा? हम अपने को सोचते हैं स्मॉल, लिमिटेड बाय द बॉडी माइंड पर्सनैलिटी. वो आत्मा जब यूनिवर्सल कॉन्शियसनेस में मर्ज कर जाता है तो वही होता है युक्त स्थिति. अपने का और छोटा, अपने का वो है ही नहीं उस समय, केवल आत्मा में हम कंप्लीटली मर्ज कर जाते हैं. दैट इज कॉल्ड द युक्ता. दैट इज व्हाट हियर ही हैज सेड. देन he is giving an example. Yatha deepo nivatastho nengate sopama smita yogino yatachittasya yunjato yogam atmana. इसी है ये एक एग्जाम्पल जहाँ एक योगी आत्मा से युक्त है. क्या है एग्जाम्पल? यथा दीपो निवातस्थो नेंगते सोपमा स्मृता. एक दीप है ऐसा, वो एकदम विंड एकदम नहीं है, स्थिर है, वायु एकदम स्थिर है. तो द फ्लेम इज स्टडीली, देर इज नो फ्लिकरिंग ऑफ द फ्लेम. दीपो निवातस्थ मीन्स देर इज नो फ्लिकरिंग बिकॉज ऑफ द विंड. द फ्लेम इज एब्सोल्युटली स्टिल. थोड़ा सा भी हिल नहीं रहा है, लेकिन वहाँ से रेडिएशन तो चल रहा है, निकल रहा है ना. हम कैसे जान रहे हैं? रेडिएशन हमारे आँख में पहुँच रहा है, इसीलिए हम जान पा रहे हैं. सो apparently it is still, but its radiation is filling the whole universe, is going everywhere, all around. Like that there is no oscillation in our inner being, that we are not thinking anything, we are not doing anything with the body, we are not thinking anything with the mind, we are not analyzing anything with our buddhi. कोई चलन नहीं है. लेकिन उसी समय आत्मा का जो प्रकाश है, जो रेडिएशन निकलती है, वो हमें बता देता है कि हम कौन हैं. समझे? That radiation you only will feel. Your Atma will reveal itself. If anything else reveals your Atma, then that is Atma. Not what is revealed is not the Atma. That becomes an object. So it is a self-revealing स्थिति. इसको बोलते हैं आत्मस्थिति. इसके बाद 6th चैप्टर में फाइनली समत्व योगा का भी जो अंत है, वहाँ जाके बोलते हैं कि 6 चैप्टर 31, 32 और इधर उधर भी है. व्हाट इज ही सेइंग? सर्वभूतस नहीं, उसके पहले भी है. एक मिनट. 28. युञ्जन्ने आत्मानं, बोलना चाहते हैं आप? युञ्जन्नेवं सदात्मानं,
युञ्जन्नेवं सदात्मानं
योगी विगतकल्मषः,
योगी विगतकल्मषः
सुखेन ब्रह्म संस्पर्शं,
सुखेन ब्रह्म संस्पर्शम्
अत्यन्तं सुखमश्नुते,
अत्यन्तं सुखमश्नुते
सर्वभूतस्थमात्मानं,
सर्वभूतस्थमात्मानं
सर्वभूतानि चात्मनि,
सर्वभूतानि चात्मनि
ईक्षते योगयुक्तात्मा,
ईक्षते योगयुक्तात्मा
सर्वत्र समदर्शनः,
सर्वत्र समदर्शनः
यो मां पश्यति सर्वत्र,
यो मां पश्यति सर्वत्र
सर्वं च मयि पश्यति,
सर्वं च मयि पश्यति
तस्याहं न प्रणश्यामि,
तस्याहं न प्रणश्यामि
स च मे न प्रणश्यति,
स च मे न प्रणश्यति
सर्वभूतस्थितं यो मां
सर्वभूतस्थितं यो मां
भजत्येकत्वमास्थितः,
भजत्येकत्वमास्थितः
सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि,
सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि
स योगी मयि वर्तते,
स योगी मयि वर्तते
आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र,
आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र
समं पश्यति योऽर्जुन,
समं पश्यति योऽर्जुन
सुखं वा यदि वा दुःखं,
सुखं वा यदि वा दुःखं
स योगी परमो मतः,
स योगी परमो मतः
आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र समं पश्यति यो अर्जुन, सुखं वा यदि वा दुःखं स योगी परमो मतः. That yogi is the supreme yogi according to me, he says. What is that? He sees everywhere is Atma. The Atma he doesn't find only in his within. In the first one, just now I explained, he is in meditation and he is discovering the Atma within. He is not knowing the Atma that the whole world is appearing on Atma. Sarva Bhuta Sthitam he doesn't know. He knows, he has discovered his Atma. इसीलिए हम उसको बोलते हैं आत्म साक्षात्कार और आत्मस्थिति. That conditioned state is called आत्मस्थिति. Because it is concentrated, he has to again meditate. To get back to that, he has to again meditate, forget about the whole world and go into where from the amness is coming in me, the I in me. Who is that? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Is the question there. And you finally land in the Atma. When you land, you find that it is not restricted by the body at all. But he doesn't discover that the whole universe is appearing on Atma. So when he comes out of the meditation, again he interacts the world with all the difficulty, raga, dvesha and all. So he wants to go into meditation again and again. एक बार वहाँ एकदम bliss मिला है तो हर रोज़ ब्लिस के लिए कोशिश करते हैं. मिलता नहीं है लेकिन कोशिश तो करते ही रहते हैं और बाद में तंग होकर छोड़ देते हैं. It is not like that. Once we have discovered the Atma, the next step is to know that the whole universe is appearing in the Atma. Atmaupamena sarvatra samam pashyati yo Arjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham. Only not the whole universe. हमारे मन में जो सुख दुख या कुछ भी हो, रागा द्वेषा, वो कहाँ उत्पन्न हो रहा है? मन कहाँ है? All are in the consciousness. They are all different waves in the Atma. So we are now seeing the waves in the sea but missing the sea. Do you get my point? समुंदर को नहीं देख के खाली समुंदर के वेव्स देख रहे हैं. हमें दृष्टि को बदलना पड़ेगा, समुंदर को देखना पड़ेगा. तब जब जो भी वेव हो, बड़ा हो छोटा हो, ऊपर हो नीचे हो, सारा कुछ समुंदर का ही रूप है, मूर्ति है. उस समुंदर को देखना है. सो देन व्हाट बिकम्स एवरीवेयर सुखेन ब्रह्म संस्पर्शम अत्यंतम सुखम अश्नुते. Then he doesn't have to meditate. Whatever the world he is interacting with, they are all in Brahman. Everywhere, whatever he comes in contact with, it is Atma or Brahman alone, nothing else. So इसको हम बोलते हैं ब्रह्म स्थिति. सो 7th चैप्टर में, ये 6th चैप्टर से हम बताएं 2 जगह, आत्मस्थिति और ब्रह्म स्थिति. 7th चैप्टर में समग्रम माम, that I will tell you in my all aspects, every aspect. Most probably he has referred to this, that I will not tell you only about the Atmasthiti, but about Brahmasthiti also. I will tell you how to discover yourself and how to know that the whole universe is appearing on the self. हम एक बार वो श्लोक पढ़ लेते हैं. श्री भगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
मय्यासक्तमनः पार्थ
मय्यासक्तमनः पार्थ
योगं युञ्जन्मदाश्रयः
योगं युञ्जन्मदाश्रयः
असंशयं समग्रं माम्
असंशयं समग्रं मां
यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु.
यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु.
He says, O Partha, हे पार्था, मयि आसक्त मनः. वन, हम पहले ही बता दिया है, आसक्ति जो हमारा जगत के प्रति, हमारे सुख के प्रति, हमारा गेन्स, जो कुछ भी हमें लाभ होता है उसके प्रति आसक्ति छोड़ के, जब हम, छोड़ने का भी ज़रूरत नहीं है, जब हम आसक्ति भगवान पे लगाते हैं तो ये बाकी सारा आसक्ति खो जाता है. ऑल द क्लिंगिंग विल गो बाय developing, cultivating the clinging to the Lord or to the Guru. Mostly here it is to the Guru. Mayi, he is saying, that Arjuna, he is saying that one who clings to me, develops asakti to me, the teacher, the Guru. Hey Partha, how will he do it? Not only that, mat ashrayaha, he has taken refuge in me. Not only he clings to me, he takes refuge in me. Madashrayaha. हे पार्थ, मयि आसक्त मनः मदाश्रयः भूत्वा योगं युञ्जन् समग्रं माम असंशयम ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु. O Partha, I will tell you, or you listen to, how developing asakti towards me and ashraya in me without any difficulty, asamshayam, without any doubt, doubtlessly, you will know my entirety, what am I. Just now I said that entirety means it is with the aparokshanubhuti, with atmasthiti, brahmasthiti, everything. Everything. Whatever has been spoken of about the Atma. 7th chapter, 9th chapter, 10th chapter, 11th chapter, 12th chapter, 13th chapter, 14th chapter, 15th chapter, 16th chapter, 17th chapter, 18th chapter, 19th chapter, 20th chapter, 21st chapter, 22nd chapter, 23rd chapter, 24th chapter, 25th chapter, 26th chapter, 27th chapter, 28th chapter, 29th chapter, 30th chapter, 31st chapter, 32nd chapter, 33rd chapter, 34th chapter, 35th chapter, 36th chapter, 37th chapter, 38th chapter, 39th chapter, 40th chapter, 41st chapter, 42nd chapter, 43rd chapter, 44th chapter, 45th chapter, 46th chapter, 47th chapter, 48th chapter, 49th chapter, 50th chapter, 51st chapter, 52nd chapter, 53rd chapter, 54th chapter, 55th chapter, 56th you will be able to know all that. Listen to that. This is the starting of the chapter. So I will tell you that which will take you to the complete wholesome knowledge of the truth or me. If you try to get to the yoga by clinging to me and taking refuge in me. Now, in this, Mayi asakta manaha. Mayi means in Krishna, that means in Guru, in the teacher. Asakta manaha. When will you become asakta to the Guru? Your mind will become asakta to the Guru. You have to develop it. You can say when all the other asaktis will go, I will become. ऐसे नहीं होता है, उल्टा होता है. When we develop the fondness towards the Guru, when we develop love towards the Guru, fondness towards the Guru, we take refuge in the Guru, leaving everything else, automatically the world goes away. We don't have any fear of losing anything in the world, or any desire or aspiration for gaining anything in the world. And mad ashraya, for anything, we are always taking refuge in money, power, powerful people, position, chair, whatnot. He says, mad ashraya. You refuge, you renounce everything and take refuge in me. Whatever you need, whatever the world you have to do, whatever, it will come automatically. You have to have that confidence. If you are fighting the war, whatever help you need, it will come by taking refuge in me. And that is what they were doing. If you read Mahabharata, you will find that everywhere Krishna was finally the support and refuge. Even amongst when the brothers are fighting amongst themselves, it was Krishna who would sort out their differences and make them peaceful. Now that was because Krishna was present in body. But what they are indicating is it is not a time-limited statement that Krishna is present and you are doing, or your teacher or Guru is present and you are doing. In your mind, if you dedicate yourself to the truth, to the Guru, to the fondness towards your Guru, बाबा तो अभी शरीर में नहीं है, उनके गुरु भी नहीं है, उनके गुरु वो भी नहीं है, तीनों ही शरीर में नहीं है. But our fondness towards them had increased over the years more and more and more. How does it happen? They are not in body. How is it that our fondness increased with time, more and more and more, and the dedication became complete? How does it happen? So we have to understand in that manner. It is not a time-limited statement. ये थोड़ा याद रखना. यथा वरुंधे सत्संगः सर्वसंगापहो हिमाम. 11.12.1 and 2. और आज का जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट जो है, हम बोल सकते हैं रिमूव संगा, रिमूव द इंटरेस्ट इन द ऑब्जेक्ट्स एंड रिफ्यूज इन द ऑब्जेक्टिव गेन्स, बट होगा नहीं. So here from 7th chapter what he is saying is, develop, cultivate more and more fondness, love for the teacher, for the Guru, and refuge also, take refuge in the Guru. Then automatically the other Sangha will go. टाइम हो गया। प्रबुद्धं विमुक्तं विकारादिहीनं प्रसन्नं सदा नित्यबोधस्वरूपं परं निश्चलं निर्गुणं सर्वरूपं भजेऽहं सदानुस्मरामि प्रणौमि। प्रबुद्धं विमुक्तं विकारादिहीनं
सदा नित्यबोधस्वरूपं
परं निश्चलं निर्गुणं सर्वरूपं भजेऽहं सदानुस्मरामि प्रणौमि।